Hello, my name is Panos Andreas, and I'm the country representative of an institution called Lebawi Academy, formerly known as the International Leadership Academy of Ethiopia. Lebawi comes from the Ge'ez word. Ge'ez, the ancient Ethiopian language. The root word is Lebawa, which means seeker, seeking wisdom, seeking knowledge. So Lebawi is the seeker of knowledge and wisdom. The academy has been in operation for the past 4 years. We started with 25 students and 5 teachers in the year 2013. And right now in 2017, we've graduated our very first cohort. Actually, the graduation was about a month ago.
My name is Christian David. I've been part of Lebawi High School since my fresh year, like grade 9. Lebawi has taught us to appreciate our identity, to appreciate Ethiopianism. Ethiopianism is like more of our appreciating our identity. It includes our clothings, it includes our language, it includes the society we live in, and every of our culture and historical perspectives. And we have to learn to appreciate that.
My name is Randa Gusey. I'm the Dean of School and Assistant Director here at the Lebawi Academy, formerly known as International Leadership Academy of Ethiopia. I think the overarching vision of the role I play is to take the vision of the school and put it to practice. So the connection between what it is possible to achieve with their vision insofar as the realities are concerned today is what I do on a daily basis. Is how do we best put a practice, a 21st century education practice that points students in the direction of, not only being really incredible and smart and talented students, but unleashing their God-given potentials. So my role is specifically how do we do it? Is how do we get that done? So on a daily basis, we think about how to design our classroom, how to design instructions, how to improve the relationship between young people and adults. So that's mostly the vision of what the job is.
The primary objective of the school is to afford quality education to high school students from grades 9 to 12th, with an emphasis on leadership and a sense of responsibility for oneself, one's community, one's country, continent, and the world at large.
Aside from the curriculum, we do curriculum classes and course integrations. We also have extracurricular activities, and we also work on leadership skills and also Ethiopia units.
The student is part of the learning process, and then the teacher is the facilitator, and is also part of the learning process. And what you do is that you say, you know what, the whole school should be a learning place. Whether somebody's sitting outside studying for exams, or somebody else playing on a table tennis, or be it in the classroom doing a group presentation, or in the community doing a community service, or an internship or an experiential learning assignment that students take on. Everywhere we say we have to learn, including the opportunity to sit down and interview. So the student who come here to interview is learning something. They're learning to be bold. They're learning to be confident. They're learning to communicate ideas, create a concise thought process. So those are the exercises. So we take every possibilities as a learning opportunity.
We recruit the top academically most gifted students that we could find from around the country through various public schools within the Addis Ababa school system. For example, this year we worked with 44 different schools and had 165 of the most talented students that we could find sit on an entrance exam, out of which 50 are going through a summer program right now, out of which 25 will be selected to join the 9th grade in September of 2017, at which point they will receive a 4-year scholarship, which includes their education, lunch, 5 days a week, their uniform, their school materials. So it's 100% scholarship. Some families get financial support for transportation and monthly expenses as well. And the school has been, very successful in the sense that student success has been more than our initial expectation. They've exceeded our wildest imaginations.
I would say determination and curiosity are one of the things that everybody has to use towards their success in life. We have to be curious in order to know first our surrounding, and also like we have to ask ourselves where do we want to be in the future.
One of the key things that is at the heart of quality education is the connection between the learners and the educators. That's a connection that is and then modern education is always considered to be like, for it to be quality, you need to have the computer labs, you need to have the science labs, you need to have fancy facilities, you need to spend huge amount of resources. To me, for us, it's about taking that dollar, that is hard-earned dollars that we bring in from different supporters and taking it to the maximum possible. So how do we do that? We identify areas that don't require money, and we push those things.
So we have a group of alumni of 25, out of which 7 are in different parts of the world after having earned full scholarships at various high caliber institutions of higher learning. And the rest are joining, as we speak, different universities in the country. So these students have a very healthy sense of self in their Ethiopianness and their Africanness, but they also have a very global perspective, simply as human beings who live in this world.
We're like family here. Our teachers are like brothers to us, and our classmates, we have grown to become like a big family. And our teachers advise us not just only academically, but also life. They give us advice on our lives, and they're pretty close.
It doesn't require a lot of resources, financial resources. So what we do is that we are efficient. We take the dollar to the maximum that it gets, so that allows us to act. So we use the energy and the passion that we have more than what we have in our pockets. And to me, a good school is not just endowed with money, but it's endowed with love, care, and passion. And I think that's very important for us. So it does not require for my students and for our students to serve the community. It doesn't. It doesn't require them to step out and clean up the neighborhood. It doesn't require them to come to school and then be interns. It doesn't require them that much resources to go on the internet that we have and then use Khan Academy or build their own content that could be posted on Khan Academy or any platform. About
30 students have traveled around the world competing with young people from various parts of the world. Even before reaching their 12th grade, they've joined programs such as the Yale Young Global Scholars Program in the States. They've gone to India, they've gone to China, Denmark, other parts of Africa, etc. And they come back and tell us that what would be considered courageous is not going to these schools, but that when it's their time, that students from other parts of the world come to Ethiopia for scholarship, and if they achieve that in their time, that they would consider that the most courageous thing. So what we've started off, which is a premise of locally robust, globally connected way of educating young minds, is already paying off. So if you were to come to Lebawi, I can guarantee that you will learn and discover many things about yourself, as well as humanity itself. After all, few hundred kilometers from here, our great ancestors walked as human beings for the first time. So this is the birthplace of humanity. This is the birthplace of humankind. So to come here, whether you're Ethiopian or not, is to come back home. So come back, explore both the school and this magnificent land.
I'm pretty sure if everyone gets a chance to visit it, it would be awesome. It would be an incredible experience for both the school and for you viewers.
But the advice I give young people is what I give to my student and what we give here for our student, and that, you know, it seems always the environment is the key factor for your success. It appears. And for the most part, the environment can play a role. Personal experience and working with a lot of young people all the time, what I notice and what I know to be the major factor of success is you. You are your own major factor for success. Yes, the environment has a role to play, but the major and critical element of any success for anyone, it just doesn't matter, anyone, including me, anyone, is us, individually. As a human being, we are given with the potential, we're given with the capability, and we're given with the something that we could love. Could love. So the advice I give you is, know what you're good at. Okay, find your passion, and then pursue it to the limit, and that is to your potential, and then you'll be the happiest person, the most satisfied person. And then the environment, if it contributes to that, it accelerates, it's a catalyst to your success. But if it doesn't contribute to that, don't stand and wait until your environment says, you know what, I'm going to help you succeed. No, don't wait. Go after your dream, go after your passion, but work hard, work for it. And don't wait until I say you can go ahead. Don't wait for validation. A lot of young people wait for validation. You don't have to wait for validation. It doesn't matter whether you get validation or not. If you believe it, but ultimately it's all about doing good in the world. We have the power and the ability to do good in the world. So make sure all of these things is for the betterment of yourself, your community, and the world at large. We need a lot of good people out there doing a lot of good work. Ultimately, the sum total of that, making the difference for you and in your community.
What I would like to say to the young people in Seattle is you have a home here at Lebawi, not only as Ethiopians, not only as Africans, but also simply as global citizens, as human beings. You have a home here at Lebawi. You can come anytime and visit. You can engage in various projects that is sponsored by Lebawi. We have young people coming from different parts of the world all the time. We have specific summer projects and throughout the academic year. So one thing that you can do is you can engage in different kinds of projects. But in the larger sense, what I would like to say is Ethiopia is a place where great truths that human beings have uncovered, history, mythology, facts converge. It's a land where all these things kind of coexist simultaneously all at once. And while you can use Lebawi as a point of entry, what you're entering to is a land of magnificent wonders. So this is an invitation to anyone who wants to participate in this program one way or the other, or who wants to just simply learn about the program. It's an exciting program. We have yet a lot to learn, a lot more to achieve. So please help us if you have ideas, if you have experiments that you want to engage with. If you have questions, if you want to learn more, please feel free to contact us anytime. And I thank you for your time.